Ah, fuck. Wait, I forgot to. Oh, my god. It's been a week. It has been a week. So, how are you doing, chat? How are you doing, chat? Leoha. Give me a second. God damn. There we go. It's been a week. God. Nothing has been going right this week. This week has just been a week of bad news and nothing going right. Ugh, sorry, I had to have some water. Okay, I've never played this game before. I've seen another streamer play a little bit of it, but I don't know too much about this game. Have you guys heard about this game? It's called Bad End Theater. I think the concept is that like it's like a pick your own adventure kind of game, and a lot of the ends are bad ends, I guess. So you're supposed to try to like avoid the bad ends and get multiple bad ends. I don't know. And there are a bunch of characters, so I'm gonna try my best to voice act them all, even though I'm very bad at voice acting. And I have all of maybe like two voices, but you know what? You know what? We're gonna try. There's no day like today to start your voice acting career, am I right? Um I'm not good at making voices, and I'm not very good at acting. So we all know how great this is gonna go. But I hope you guys had a better day than I did. I had a pretty mediocre work day. My work day was pretty unspectacular. And then after work, oh my god, Trago, please. Trago. Trago, I'm trying to talk to the people. Trago, I'm trying to talk to the people, please. Was the bank poggers? It really was not. I went to the bank and I had to make a new account, and that's it. Trigo, please. Okay. And then what happened? And then I worked and I worked and I worked, and then I had meetings, and then none of my cover stuff has gotten any updates, which is really awful because I was expecting at least two updates. Actually, I did get one update, but that's for the cover that's like the most in progress. There are three that are literally at the finish line and they cannot cross. They are being held hostage, and it's driving me crazy. Anyway, we're not gonna talk about it. Was a tweet a Kamen Rider Saber reference? It was! You got it. Congratulations. It was a Kamen Rider Saber reference. Um, let Tragle out. Give me a second. Sorry. Okay. Oh, oh my god. Oh god. I'm like just hitting everything on my way back. The cover's the true bad end theater. Literally, no matter what cover I go to, it's the bad end. Like that's actually my life right now. My god. Okay. Let's I haven't tested the sound because I was afraid that it would like start like a I don't know, like a what is it called? Like a cutscene, so I didn't click anything. Can you hear it okay? Did you hear the sound? Blood, gore, violence, strong language. Okay, I did not. I was not expecting that. How's that? Does that sound okay? Wait, can I? Oh, I can use my controller. I will use my controller. Yeah. So that I don't hurt my wrists. I've been trying not to use like my keyboard and mouse as much as possible. Alright. Okay, volume sounds good. Alright, let's get to Bad End Theater then. With really bad voice acting, you have been warned. If you don't like cringe, you can see yourself out right now. Feel free, the door is that way. Cringe warning. I love cringe. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, here we go. Okay, well, this is just normal. Welcome to Bad in Theater. On this stage, we shall be toying with fate. You will make many choices, unlocking darker and darker paths, all in order to witness a lovely variety of tragic ends. But first, allow me to explain how it works. To begin the tutorial, select whichever doll you like. Oh, the human doll or the demon doll? Welcome to the tutorial! Select the doll to begin the story. Let's be the demon doll. You control a demon doll. You are a fierce-looking guy just minding your own business. How will you interact with the human doll? Play nice. You try to make friends with the human doll, but it kills you in cold blood. How ruthless. You found your very first bad ending, but don't worry, the story need not end here. Let's reset the stage and try again. Next time, try controlling the other doll. You control the human doll. You're a friendly little guy just minding your own business. How will you interact with a demon doll? Oh no. Oh, you and the demon doll are able to set aside your differences and become friends. Why, this isn't a bad ending at all. I should have written out this possibility. It's just not suited to my theater whatsoever. Now that you know how the story goes, you can set the doll's behavior in advance. As you just saw, these behaviors will automatically be set to what you chose during your last playthrough, but now you can turn from each other on or off without having to replay from that doll's perspective. Yes, my theater actually doubles as a puzzle game. Oh shit, my brain is... my brain is too small for this. Oh shit, so we have to like make sure we map out the correct paths, and then when we replay it, map it out in a way that coincides with the path that we already created. Okay. Play nice. Wait. Reset the stage. Attack it. Attack it. You both attack each other at once and die together. Tragic. Okay. You're worried about me possessing power? No, I'm too stupid to possess power. My brain is too small. Yeah, I get it. So just relax and collect all the bad endings at your own pace. Now, without further ado, let's start the show. Hero, maiden, underling, and the overlord. Alright, I guess we'll start with the hero, right? Oh, possessing or processing? Oops, I misread that. I read that as possessing. Oh, there's no like actual dialogue. It's just a narrator. You're the hero. You like to think of yourself as a pretty reliable and swell guy. Your life has been rather ordinary aside from the occasional heroic adventures fighting evil monsters and whatnot. You are told a maiden from your village has been kidnapped and is likely being held capture at the nearby demon overlord's castle. Who even put a village right next to where an entire demon army hangs out? You don't get it. You're happy to protect the townspeople though? You were born to play this role. This art is so cute. Wait, I don't... Okay, I'm gonna wait for there to be dialogue, unless there's no dialogue. You head off on your adventure to rescue the maiden, but demon soldiers block your path. You could kill them to gain experience. Oh. I don't what is this like Undertale? Is it like is there a pacifist route? Can I get away with not killing anybody? Flee like a coward. Forgetting your pride, you escape with your life. But you can't return home now, your reputation will be ruined. You wonder how you'll ever be able to rescue that maiden all on your own if you can't even fight some lousy demon underlings. You'll take your chances at the castle. You're a hero after all, this is your job. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You are faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. There's no way to sneak past these monsters if you want to reach the overlord. Ask if they'll let you join in. Okay, we're doing pacifist route. Alright, fine, I'll do voice acting. You go up to the nearest demon and explain why you've come here. They stare you down and you feel very uncomfortable. But they seem to trust you and escort you directly to the overlord's chambers. That was easy. The overlord is alone. You ask about the maiden, but the overlord doesn't seem to know what you're talking about. Was she really never here? You wonder what could have happened to her. The overlord says that she wishes She could help you, but you're the first human that's ever come here in forever, at least that she knows of. You think of how you probably shouldn't trust her, seeing as she's a demon and all, but you can't really prove she's lying either. You apologize for the intrusion and return home to your village. What? Useless hero end. Okay, let's see what happens in a minute. You are a maiden! You live in a peaceful village next to a spooky demon overlord's castle. You are told that you are fated to be captured by the the overlord one day because you are a beautiful young girl. Demon overlords apparently love capturing those. You think of how you haven't heard of that actually happening to anybody, but maybe the demons just haven't been given the opportunity? Who knows? You're in a church. You pray to your god, asking why you have been born into this role of maiden. You respect the divine plan and all, but you're really just curious as to what the point of it is if you are just impatient. Meeting a demon actually sounds pretty gosh darn exciting. Maybe you'd understand your role better if you were just to hurry up and get captured already. You leave a note and venture forth to find a demon, just to, see what happens. Not long into your adventure, a demon underling appears before you. It looks pretty scary. Introduce yourself. You tell the demon your name and explain that you're a maiden from the village. The demon suddenly jumps and starts biting a lot. How painful! Oh no. This plan of yours was completely stupid, you think. Why couldn't you have been more patient? Why did you go look for trouble? You weren't angry or anything, of course. This was all your fault for trusting a demon not to devour you on sight. This is your punishment for questioning fate, you guess. Oh. Oh god. She's been eaten. Underling. Oh no, what does an underling sound like?
You are a demon underling in service of the overlord. You aren't particularly strong, but not particularly weak either. That's what your friends tell you. Your job is to guard the castle and keep humans away. It's unbearably boring. Heroes rarely come all the way here to challenge the overlord anyway. It's a lot of standing in one place, staring into nothing. You feel like you're going to go crazy if you don't get a break. You decide to ask the overlord for a day off. She gives you an earful about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. You wait for her to finish her lecture before returning to your post.
Manan Chicken, thank you so much for the super chat. 10 out of 10 imp voice. I'm glad you like it. Thank you.
What does she know about anything? Who made her the boss of everyone? You complain about the overlord to your friends. They agree that she's kind of a snob and totally deserves to be kicked off her throne. You only wanted to vent your frustrations, but the conversation somehow turned into an assassination plot. You should probably steer this in a responsible direction. Let's not. You tell your friends you were totally not serious about this whole thing. You actually are cool with the status quo.
Reno, thank you so much for the super chat. 10 out of 10 would get eaten alive again. Would you take an opportunity to voice act for something? I mean, I would not be confident in it. Okay, this is a Leora fact. I think I can say this because I don't think they credited me. I don't think they credited me, but I actually have done voice acting once. But there's actually a really funny story about it. So I was told so somebody I knew, they were like, "Hey, we need somebody to read a book script. It's not acting. We just need like someone to read it, and we like your voice, so I think they would like it. So would you mind going into the studio and recording this book reading? It's just reading. You just have to read the book." And I was like, "Okay, I could do that. That sounds easy. Like, I'm not just gonna just read. I'm not an actor, but I can read." And I get in the studio. I get in the fucking booth because it's at like an official, very official looking voice acting recording studio booth with a director on the other side, with two directors on the other side. And I start reading, and they were like, "Okay, so the first one is gonna be the mom, and then the second one is gonna be the child." And I was like, "Huh? Excuse me?" And they're like, "Yeah, so let's do the mom one first." And then I read it. I was like, "All right, okay." So they're like, "Yeah, the moms are gonna be reading along to this one." I was like, "Okay, sure, I can do that. I can just read the book." And I read it, and they're like, no, it has to sound more mom-like." And I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?" So I like read it again, and then they were like, "Oh wait, now this part is the child part, so you have to switch to the child part. I just read it and they were like, no, you don't sound like a child. Your mom voice and your child voice sound the same. And I was like, that's because I'm not acting. I thought I was just reading a book. And he was like, no, why are you not? And I was like, okay. I was like really scared. I was like behind the, in the booth, all scared. And I was just like, okay, I guess I'll do like my best baby voice that isn't weird, because I know I can't keep it up. So I was like, I just did like a slightly different voice for the child, and he got like really mad at me. He was like, oh, like your voices sound exactly the same, like who hired you, blah blah. I was like, I don't know why I'm here, I'm sorry, I don't know. I was like, I don't know why I'm here, please. Anyway, if you ever find a recording of it's like a textbook, it's like a fucking textbook for kids, children's textbook, you might find my voice in it. I don't know if they even used it. I don't know if it was usable. And I'm pretty sure they did not, because they did not ask me for my contact information. They just wired me money. They just wired me money. So I don't even know if I'm credited for it. I don't even know what book it is. I just showed up and I got a script. Did I get a lot? I think they gave me like $100 or something. Yeah, I mean, I got paid, but I also lost a lot of self-confidence. Wait, let me open my window. My window is very hot in here. Give me a second. It wasn't this hot earlier. It was fine earlier, and now it's hot. Yeah. I have to like climb on my bed to open the window. Oh god. Free money? It's not free money. I had to work. Trading dignity for money? Yeah, basically. Okay, anyway, that's if you can find it, props to you. But yeah, that exists somewhere in the world, maybe. I don't know, maybe they didn't use it. Maybe the director was like, this is shit, we can't use this. Okay, what was my invoice?
After all,
내가 그 그림 I love your own sound voice. Can you say 오라 오라? Thank you so much for the super chat. Super chat 너무 감사합니다. Do you mean 알아 알아? 오라 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 오라. That one. Or do you mean 알아 알아?
after all, life must have been pretty dang good if the only thing you have to complain about is that you live so comfortably there's nothing to do. The others nod, but don't seem convinced. You say a coup d'etat would be more effort than it's worth. But you're still gonna be a rebel and sneak out of the castle. Your friends praise your mischievous ways. The change of atmosphere excites you. You spend some time rolling around in the grass, wild and free. As you make your way down the path to a nearby human village, you encounter a maiden. She greets you and says she has a favor to ask. You consider your options. Hear her out. Oh, the demon guy is so cute. Look at him. You're in a good mood today and rather curious about what the maiden has to say. Humans don't usually talk to you, so this is kind of exciting. You hadn't guessed it would be even possible to understand each other before now. The maiden is going on and on about some kind of destiny she's trying to fulfill. The bottom line from what you gather is that she wants you to take her to the Overlord. Sounds like it could be interesting, besides you have nothing better to do. Satisfied with your day out, you take the maiden back to the castle and present her to the Overlord. The Overlord asks where you found this maiden, knowing full well that you left the castle when you weren't supposed to. You apologize for disobeying her, but hope that the maiden is an interesting enough present that you may be forgiven. The Overlord nods and says everything's cool as long as you always listen to her from now on. Oh, she's so cute. Look at her. You're impressed with what an easygoing boss she is. You mentioned how you can't believe you and your friends even considered overthrowing her. She gives you a look and says, that was just a joke, of course. She smiles and dismisses you. You decide it's about time for a nap. It's very hard to do this voice.
You don't get to sleep long, your friends wake you up. Rude. One of them is stepping on you pretty hard. You ask them what the deal is. They said they're planning a whole revolution. They're going to get rid of the current overlord and put a new ruler in place. They want to hear if you're in or out, and being a pretty lazy underling, you of course reply with, that sounds like a lot of trouble, how about we just skip it instead? Your friends question your loyalty to their cause. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna do a pacifist ending. Let's try. She's actually not so bad, you guys. Your friends seem pretty disappointed. They apologize to you, but before you can ask what they're sorry about, one of them suddenly seizes you. Someone who's still loyal to the Overlord really has no place in our castle, you understand, right? Their claws tighten around your neck. You don't bother to struggle, you're outnumbered, you already know how things like this end. This is a pretty messed up thing to do to a friend, you tell them. They slit your throat in response. Holy shit. Okay, let's see. What happens in the pacifist ending with the Overlord being a pacifist? You are the Overlord. What's the Overlord's voice? You are the Overlord. Well, maybe she has like a British accent. I can't do a British accent though. You live in a castle surrounded by your demon servants. It's a pretty cushy life, you think. Except for those pesky humans who keep killing members of your army. There's even a role called a hero whose whole purpose in life is just to dethrone you. What's their deal anyway? You've actively avoided pissing off the humans in hopes they'll leave you and your army alone, but they never do. You're still new to the whole Overlord thing, if you're being quite honest with yourself. You don't really understand the politics of it. But you remind yourself, everyone is just doing their best to fulfill their roles. You won't let them bait you into being the evil Overlord they expect. You think you're pretty cool and mature to hold yourself to higher standards like that. One of your underlings walks into your room, totally interrupting your thoughts about how awesome you are. They were saying something about how boring it is to stand in one place guarding the castle all the time, especially since no one ever comes here anyway. You see the point, but the way they're whining about it kind of bothers you. What to do with this underling? You tell them to go take a break from the stifling castle atmosphere and refresh their dark soul. A day off should be fine every once in a while. They thank you and happily scurry off to do who knows what. You have nothing better to do today, so you decide to nap for a little while. Being the Overlord sure is great. Oh, she's so cute. The music is so cute. The face when the Overlord is kinder than my boss, true. You awake to a knock on your door. The underling from earlier brought back some company. It's a maiden from nearby human village. She says her role is to be captured by you. The maiden then goes on to say that she's been getting very impatient thinking about her impending capture, so she's come here to speed things along. You appreciate her honesty, but regret to inform her you never had plans to capture any humans. She seems very disappointed by this.
Perhaps I'm not performing my role well enough. How can I become more maiden-like?
You don't really understand the question. You think this world puts way too much focus on destiny and junk. Just go home and stop worrying about it, you tell her. The maiden seems to be having a hard time wrapping her head around this. She insists that she stay and talk to you more. You feel warm inside as she looks into your eyes. This is the first time a human has looked at you without contempt. You wonder what to say. Let her stay for a while. Can they be girlfriends? Oh, so cute! You can't bring yourself to send this maiden away. She just got here. You enjoy a nice long chat with her, sharing stories about your kind. What is that? She expresses her surprise that demons are not all what she expected them to be. You're glad that she seems to have an open mind about these kind of things. You also bring up how you always instruct your army to avoid humans as not to agitate them and get heroes sent out after you. That explains why the people in my village have been left unharmed. It's because of your orders, isn't it? We are very grateful. You were surprised to hear her thank you. You've always thought of humans to be violent and unreasonable. That's why your servants are always getting killed despite your efforts to leave them alone. But this maiden is different. You joke that maybe you've been lying to her all this time and that maybe you're actually super evil all along. The maiden laughs at that, saying she wouldn't mind being held captive here. The people in her village are a little exhausting at times, she says. Oh no, they're so cute! You can't tell if she's into you or not! I shipped them. You're interrupted by another human in your doorway. This time it's a hero. He was apparently searching for the maiden who was rumored to have been captured by your kind. Captured? Not at all. I only wanted to meet with the Overlord. Did anyone read the note I left behind? After everything is explained, the hero expresses his relief that this whole misunderstanding hadn't led to any horrible consequences. The maiden apologizes for causing trouble, and the hero asks her to return to the village with him. Confusing feelings well up inside your heart. You're surprised that you had one of those to begin with. You don't want the hero to take this maiden away from you. I like this option. This is the yandere option. I like the yandere option. But I wanted to do a pacifist route. The maiden came here to be captured by you, didn't she? You'll grant her wish. You tell the hero you won't let him take her home. The maiden assures you she'll be back, but you don't budge. The hero is cautious now.
If you won't let her go, maybe you demons are evil after all, and if you are, I'll be forced to vanquish you.
You have no choice. You destroy the hero before he can steal your maiden away. She's frightened. You don't understand why. Didn't she say she prefers this place to her village, and now she doesn't have to leave? You take a step towards the maiden, she backs herself into a corner. You don't understand. She wanted to stay here with you. The hero was trying to get in the way of that. You had to kill him. You'll be sure to keep this maiden very safe from now on. I like that ending. Okay, let's try that same one, but we'll go to... Here we go. Let them go. You're certain that she'll return to spend more time with you. You just have to trust in that, you decide. Good ending achieved. I know, honestly, that was a good ending. With the hero and maiden gone, you plop down into the comfort of your luxurious overlord bed. Your room feels so empty now. Is this loneliness? You hope your new friend will be back soon, and you close your eyes for a while. Until your door slams shut. Before you know it, everything around you is being engulfed by flames. What's going on? You try to escape, but something's blocking the door. You're having trouble forcing it open. What is this? Someone didn't want you getting out. Are you being usurped? They have zero foresight. What castle will they rule from if this one burns? You don't want to believe that your underlings have betrayed you, but this is no accident. Those ungrateful bastards. You choke on the thick black smoke and from the fire. You can't believe you're being done in by a bunch of cowards. You'll see them in hell. Ah! Okay, what does it mean if they're green? Maybe if I do the other ending on this one. This one. You tell them that you were just joking and clarify that you're totally in it to win it. They say you were always terrible with jokes. Whether or not you actually feel like killing the Overlord, you know how bad it would be to end up on the wrong side of things. And if this assassination deal doesn't pan out, you can always pretend that you were innocent all along. But beneath your shield of faux confidence, you worry about what you're getting yourself dragged into. You follow your friends outside the castle to talk more about the plan. You're curious if they have any idea how they want to go about this. They figured they'd just lock her in a room and set it on fire. What a stupid plan. That could go so wrong in so many ways. You realize your friends are just a bunch of directionless thugs, useless without someone's guidance. Your guidance! There'd probably be casualties if you fought her head on, and while showy deaths make a revolution a lot more fun, it's probably the wrong way to go. Your friends agree and suggest that you played the assassin. You really didn't want it to come down to this. But you can't back down now. You'll have to be the one to assassinate the Overlord. Besides, no one has any better ideas. Ooh. You and your friends turn to notice a pair of humans have overheard your entire conversation. They take off into the castle. Are they headed to the Overlord's room? Fuck! The Overlord would kill you for sure if she found out that you were conspiring to take her out. You dash into the castle after the humans. Sure enough, the maiden's already frantically telling the Overlord everything. You shout that the humans are liars. Your friends will soon arrive to back you up, but they don't. Instead, they blame the whole thing on you. They cry that it was all your idea and that they were going just along with the flow, too scared to refuse your crazy plan. You can't believe they'd tell the Overlord such a blatant lie. You always knew better than to trust them. You're the one who didn't have a choice here. You all shout to each other until the Overlord demands silence. Oh, she's so hot! Regardless of who led this conspiracy, I have no choice but to punish everyone to keep you all in your place, crushed beneath my heel. She sounds tough, but lately all she does is sleep you down her strength. You hear your traitorous friends mutter something about going back to a plan A, and suddenly the door slams shut. You're trapped here with the Overlord and the two humans. Then the room bursts into flames! You pound on the door screaming curses at those who betrayed you. The hero joins you, vowing to slay a lot of them. You wish he'd get that chance. The Overlord grabs you by the throat, you cry for mercy. You were forced into this mess. You're sure now that they would have killed you if you'd sided with her. But the Overlord doesn't hear your pleas. She drives her claws into your chest. At least she made it quick. Oh no! Traitor underling ending. Wait, I thought we... Oh, here we go. You've almost fallen asleep when the maiden and hero burst into your room, frantically trying to communicate something to you. You're told that a group of demons is plotting to assassinate you. You're not surprised. How nice of the humans to care, though. One of your underlings barges in next, shouting that the humans are liars. They're followed by another group of demons, crying that everyone was the first underling's plan. Everyone is shouting over each other now, and it's very annoying. You yell for all of them to shut their traps. You have no doubt your servants would let their ambition cloud their judgment and lead them to try to take your throne. Regardless of who led this conspiracy, I have no choice but to crush everyone to keep you all in your place, crushed beneath my heel. Saying that made you feel very Overlord-like. You aren't sure if you have the strength to back it up, though. Lately, all you do is sleep. The overlap in the writing is really cute. It's really well thought out. Don't you guys think? A group of demons start muttering something about going back to plan A and suddenly slam your short door shut. You, the maiden, the hero, and one of your underlings are trapped inside. In an instant, the whole room is in flames. The underling pounds at the door, cursing at their friends for betraying them. The hero pounds at the door as well, vowing to slay the cowardly demons on the other side. So this is how you'll die, burned alive in your own room by those who thought you could trust. You should have expected this from a bunch of idiot demons, though. You notice the maiden crying! Why does she have to die over something that has nothing to do with her? Perhaps she was cursed from the moment she spoke to you. You wonder if you're cursed as well. You're so filled with anger and frustration, you don't even notice that you've grabbed the underling those traitors blamed everything on. They cry for mercy, saying that they were dragged into this plot knowing they'd be killed if they took your side. They cry that they didn't want to have to kill you. You almost feel sorry for them. Forgive them! You release the underling, killing them wouldn't make you feel any better. Besides, they've already gotten their punishment. You'll all burn together. No! Overlord's true end? True end, you say to yourself. What was the point of all my effort if the true end is this terrible? You must have forgotten where you were. This is bad end theater. Is the pain setting in? Oh, but you should have been well aware of what you'd been shown when you entered this place. It's a problem I've seen quite often. At some point you grew attached to my little cast. You started to relate to their flaws, their plights. You started wishing for their happiness. But you aren't going to find that here in my theater, my lovingly crafted labyrinth of suffering. Oh, come to think of it, you reached the first true end very quickly. I'm impressed. But there's no need to rush. Please take your time while exploring all the horrible possibilities. Anyway, I hope you'll pardon the interruption. You're making great progress. Wait, this is sad. I'm sad now. The choice to continue on to the next ending is always yours. I'll leave it to you, dear guest. I'm sad. Okay, well, we already got the best ending. Yandere Overlord was the best ending, and we all know that. Okay, let's try the one where she kills the demon. You pierce their chest with your claws. They scream. The hero backs away. He is wise not to interfere. They've stopped moving, but you keep digging and thrusting your claws into them. It doesn't make you feel any better. The underling's corpse burns along with you and the two humans. Oh, the end. Yandere is the true end. Wait. Is there another one here? Oh, here we go. The Overlord and Maiden seem to be in the middle of some casual conversation when you barge in. You all look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate. Ask the Maiden what's going on. The Maiden explains that she was never actually captured and she came here on her own volition. That was a pretty dangerous thing of her to do, but no one got hurt, so at least there's that. You ask her to return to town with you to reassure everyone of her safety. The Overlord allows the two of you to leave and you casually exit the castle. You pause when you see a group of suspicious demons standing near the entrance. They're talking about assassinating the Overlord. This proves to you that demons really are foul creatures. We have to tell her about this. You don't understand what the Maiden is thinking. The world is better off with less demons. They're all cold, ruthless creatures that should be destroyed. And those same creatures have noticed you eavesdropping. The Maiden takes to the castle and you have no choice but to follow. You burst into the Overlord's room. The Maiden frantically tries to communicate what you just overheard. Okay, this is all the same stuff! Calling you liars. Okay. These demons only care about themselves? How low can they be? You begin shouting at them and the whole room dissolves into noise until the Overlord yells for everyone to shut their traps. You grip your sword tightly. If you have to cut through everyone here to get to the Maiden safely, you certainly will. The group of demons hiss to each other before shutting the door, leaving the runt of the litter behind. You glance around for another exit, but there isn't one. You have a terrible feeling about this. In an instant, the whole room is in flames. What kind of demonic magic is this? The underling pounds at the door, upset that it's been betrayed. You join in, vowing to slay the cowardly demons on the other side. Oh god. The next moment, the Overlord has taken hold of the underling. It's crying for mercy. She thrusts her claws into the underling's chest and it lets out a horrible scream. You back away. You won't be the next target of her rage. She continues to dig and twist her claws into its limp body. You can no longer watch. You look to the maiden. She is crying, hands clasped together in prayer. To have faith in a time like this, you envy her. The two of you, the Overlord and the underling's corpse, are consumed by flames. Okay. Maybe if I do, here. Let's do merciful. Merciful here. Will you give in to despair? Okay, no. True ending, and then we're gonna do... is she going to kill it as retribution? It continues to cry and make excuses, but the Overlord does nothing. To your surprise, she lets it go. Are demons capable of mercy? You guess it doesn't matter now. You all burn together. Ah! Hero's true ending. Okay. Alright, we're gonna try to get... You tell them that you were thinking maybe you could understand your role better if you were to hurry up and get taken away by the demon already. The demon doesn't seem to really have been listening to you, which is a little irritating. They agree to take you back to their master nonetheless. After a long walk to the castle, you are introduced to the Overlord. Okay. We've seen all of this before, right? She's so cute. You don't want to believe you've been lied to all along. Maybe it's just that you haven't been maiden-like enough. You ask the Overlord what you should do to be more suitable maiden, but she doesn't seem to understand. Just go home and stop worrying about destiny so much. She makes it sound so simple. This Overlord seems like the complete opposite of you. You want to learn more about her and how she thinks. You insist on staying to talk with her more. She commanded her demons to avoid towns and villages. She didn't want to risk giving the humans any excuse to send out a hero after them. You realize that must be why you'd never heard of any demons attacking your town. You express your gratitude to the Overlord on behalf of your village. She says you can thank her by telling the humans to stop raising heroes. She's tired of her servants getting killed off by them. You've always thought demons were violent, unreasonable creatures, but it seems like the Overlord could say the same of humans. You may be different, but really they're just trying to live their lives the same as you. You feel like you've started to understand things a lot better. But maybe everything I've said was just to deceive you and the other humans. What would you do if I turned out to be super evil all along? Even if she were to capture you now, you think this place is far more interesting than the way things are back at home. You kind of like not being told to expect demons to come after you all the time. You feel free. Girlfriends! Honestly, you've always kept to yourself, but spending time with this Overlord has been really nice. You feel butterflies in your stomach. Aww. As you think that, a hero enters the room. You're surprised to see him at first until you realize he must have been sent to retrieve you. Confused, the hero asks you what's going on. You explain the situation, reassuring him that you were never in any danger. The hero expresses his relief that this whole misunderstanding hadn't led to any horrible consequences. You apologize for causing trouble, but really, didn't anyone read the note you left? Jeez. The hero asks if you'll return to the village with him to give everyone the news of your safety. The overlord allows the two of you to leave, and you give her a little wave as you exit the room. You'll be back soon. As near the castle's entrance, you spy a group of suspicious demons congregating. They're talking about assassinating the overlord, you have to warn her. But the hero shakes his head. He says that this is the true nature of demons. The world is better off with less of them. This isn't right, you think. What kind of hero passes up a chance to save a life? The demons have taken notice of you. And it's now or never. You take off into the castle and the unreliable hero follows shortly after. You burst into the overlord's room, all your words spilling out at once. You probably should slow down, but there's no time. The overlord seems to have followed your frantic explanation, but clearly doesn't understand the urgency of the situation. The underling you recognize from before barges in, calling you a liar. You're surprised that they were part of this evil plot. They seem so nice. The other demons come right in after them, saying that the whole thing was just the first underling's idea. Everyone's shouting at each other now. It's really stressing you out. You were relieved when the overlord demands silence. Oh, this frame is really cute. I like her squiggly mouth. It's very cute. She threatens them with violence, and you think she's very overlord-like in this moment. The group of demons hiss to each other before shutting the door, leaving the little one behind. You watch as it pounds on the door in distress. They locked you all in. You have a bad feeling about this. Whoosh! And thinking that must have jinxed it, because now the room is engulfed in flames. If only you had ignored those demons before, you and the hero wouldn't have stumbled into this situation. If you had just pretended not to hear them, if you left as you were told, only the overlord would have been killed. But you couldn't have done that. This path isn't an option for you. You think that no matter what, you'll always strive for the path where everyone survives. It must exist. It simply must! I agree! The overlord seizes her underling. They beg for their life. You pray. You don't know what else to do, so you just pray. The overlord spares the underling. You feel relieved, but does it make any difference? Will you all burn together? Maiden's true end. It can't end like this! You want to answer the maiden's prayer. You've decided to find a way to save everyone. But retracing the path you've seen so far, there doesn't seem to be any room to avoid a bad ending. Is there really nothing you can do to keep them all from getting killed in the end? If there's nothing you can do by acting from within the story, maybe it's time to take things into your own hands. Is that me? Well, what is this? You boldly insert yourself into the story and use your incredible power to warp everyone to safety. It's me. You didn't know you could do that, but what's going on here? You take a moment to get a good look at yourself. You are you, but why are you pitch black? You feel that this body doesn't accurately represent you, but you move past it. The hero, maiden, underling, and overlord have been staring at you too. They look like they don't really know what they're supposed to do right now. You guess that's because you're usually the one guiding them. What will you say to them? Hi guys. I've come to save you. Hi guys. You smile awkwardly and introduce yourself. The maiden is the first to respond. My prayers have been answered. You must be her god? No, you're merely the player. If there was any god here, they'd be the final boss. That's just how these role-playing games go. Now you realize what the real true ending must be. Now. Enough of this. What? Now. Enough of this. I admit, I've been encouraging you all along, but a self-insert story, how passé. You watch helplessly as tragedy descends from the heavens. You didn't honestly believe you were the only one who could force your way into the stage, did you? I am the narrator, storyteller, god of this world. Call me tragedy if you'd like. Darkness envelops your party, and you don't mind if I send each of them back to relive one of their many bad endings, right? What do I do? You are alone in this darkness with me, tragedy. I sincerely hope you've been enjoying your time in my theater. Though I can't abide you stealing the show without permission, it's quite disrespectful. I'm sick of all these bad endings. Then frankly, you should have never come to a place called Bad End Theater. Haven't we already been over this? You think defeating me might be the only way to see a better ending? It's all that's left for you, isn't it? Well, this does sound like it could be entertaining. Show me what you got. What? What is going on? Let me try that again. Attack. Oh! What do I do? Oh my god. You witnessed 11 of my painstakingly crafted endings. Your heart does indeed ache for these characters. How could you want to put an end to all this? Do you truly care for them that much? They're still suffering backstage, you know. It's a shame they couldn't make it here to the end of the world. That's right, you came here to save them. You can't do this alone. Summon? What is this? You find the hero in his home hunched over a sewing table. Your sudden intrusion scares the hell out of the poor guy. Are you some kind of demon? Oh, I should have done the voice acting. Wait, what was the voice acting? Reno, thank you so much for the super chat. When even in this game, Lyra can't avoid not having enough reach, dude. Let me hit the tail, please. My arms are too short.
Are you some kind of demon?
You explain that no, you're not a demon. How can you explain in a way the hero can understand? Instead, you ask what he's sewing.
Oh, this? I can craft my own hero gear.
You sense his pride in his hobby. You wonder if the costumes are what attracted him to the role of hero.
Would you like some clothes? You don't seem to be wearing any.
You remember the state of your body and decide that yes, some clothes from the hero would be nice. He is overjoyed by your answer. Apparently his outfits are too gaudy for the other townsfolk, so no one else wants them. Oh no. The true end for the hero suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change his fate.
I could make a living as a tailor rather than a hero? Please, tell me what can I do to achieve that dream?
The hero will now fight alongside you. What? Where's my clothes?
I agreed to follow you, but I didn't expect to face something like this.
The hero has arrived. We really couldn't have a final boss battle without him.
You're the one who's been killing us? Murderer! I can't truly call myself a hero until I see you defeated.
We'll see about that. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. HP is infinity? Should we just summon everybody? Let's summon everybody. You happen to find the maiden as she exits the church, her heart set on meeting a demon. Perfect timing! She approaches you having already taken notice of your odd form.
Excuse me, are you a traveler? I've never seen anyone like you before.
You explain that no, you're not a traveler. Well, maybe you are in a sense. You've come all this way. The maiden regards you with excited curiosity.
Then perhaps you might be a demon? I was hoping I would meet one today.
You think of all the terrible fates that hope would bring about. She is... Wait, did I read that correctly? Yeah. She is the catalyst of this story after all.
My role as a maiden is to be captured by the Overlord. But you see, I've grown tired of waiting.
You remember this part. She wanted to understand her role better, and so you ask what it is that she's really hoping to gain from this. The maiden is confused by your question. Perhaps it was as simple as wanting to reach the place she felt like she belonged. The true end for this maiden suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change her fate.
If there's something I can do to find fulfillment, then please guide me.
The maiden will now fight alongside you.
What is this horrible creature?
You wound me, dear maiden. Is tragedy really such a terrible thing to behold?
I remember now. I remember all the awful things you put us through.
Then this should be familiar to you as well. Yandere ending. My HP is really low. What about hope?
Our true endings do exist. They simply must.
The maiden hopes with all her heart to overcome tragedy. Oh, so cute. Tragedy is reeling. I was hoping that would heal us. Okay, we'll summon one more. You approach the gates of the Overlord's castle. The underling is on guard duty as you expected. They call out to you. The other demon guard is sound asleep.
Hey, you're a pretty weird looking intruder. What do you want?
You explain that no, you're not an intruder, although you're definitely intruding into their story right now. You tell the underling you've come to save them from tragedy.
Okay, try saving me from boredom first. I hate this job.
The underling snickers. You ask what kind of job they'd rather have.
It'd be best if I didn't have to work at all. I just want to live a carefree life and never get bossed around or picked on.
You think of the underling's friends who had bullied them into assassination plot only to betray them in the end. If they kept better company, maybe they wouldn't feel so restless. The true end for the underling suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change their fate.
So there's a way that even work can be fun? Sounds fake, but I'll tag along with you just in case.
The underling will now fight alongside you.
Wait, what the fuck? You didn't say anything about a boss battle?
The underling, You must be desperate to call on such an unreliable ally.
Huh, if I beat this guy up, all my problems will be over.
Oh, but it won't be that easy. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Oh no. What tenacity?
Knock me down and I'll just come back stronger.
The underling uses their tenacity to overcome tragedy. Tragedy is reeling. Okay, I'm gonna die if I summon one more person, but we're gonna do it. You enter the Overlord's room, relieved to see the fire contained to the torches on the walls. When you close the door behind you, the Overlord rises from her slumber. Who are you? Have you come to reside in my castle and serve me? You explain that no, you're not here to serve her. It's more like you've come to do her a favor. You ask why she spends all day sleeping instead of commanding her demon army. She laughs and responds. Many of my underlings certainly think I should be more aggressive with the humans like my father before me. His quest for revenge was endless and self-perpetuating. There's a reason I had to destroy him. You can't help but think it's a little late in the game to get some new backstory. I have no interest in waging war on the humans. I merely wish to be left alone to live a peaceful, indulgent life in my castle. You realize she must actually be very lonely and only surrounded by soldiers instead of friends. No wonder she gets so attached to the maiden. The true end for the Overlord suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change her fate. My own attempts at peace have been rather imperfect. If you offer a solution, then very well, I will follow you. Yay! I see, so this is tragedy. Ah, you've brought the Overlord. I don't stand a chance now. You've prevented me from attaining peace for long enough. Prepare to die. Ha ha ha, I hope you've prepared to face your deaths as well. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Am I dead? Oh, I have 1 HP. Can you solve my final puzzle? Which combination of behaviors will open the path to your true ending? Show me. Ooh. Willpower. Willpower? Hope. No, kindness. Oh! Am I dead? No! Wait, what? Your bad end. I thought I did it right. Ah, shoot. What? You emerge from here to find that the hero has slaughtered many of your friends and work associates. What a jerk. Wait, what happened? You look around as lifeless forms of those you've known far back as you can remember. You feel glad not to be in their shoes. You also feel guilty to be thinking that you as you flee the castle until you remember your role not as an underling but as a demon. This kind of thing is expected of you. Maybe you'll start a new life far away from any humans or demons where you'll live peacefully alone in some deep dark forest somewhere. Oh, I guess the stage is because it's the hero is dutiful right now. And she's tyrant, antisocial. Okay, we're gonna redo this. Slaughters all demons, tries to kill the overlord, propels. Okay, wait. Diplomatic. Oh, you turn to ask her what her deal is. Oh, the Overlord's castle is engulfed in flames. You can't help but to feel relieved you got the maiden out there when you did, but she suddenly takes off towards the burning castle. Panic sets in and you try to stop her. The smoke is so thick you've already lost sight of her. What is she thinking? It's too dangerous to continue. You feel hopeless. You stand alone at the castle gates. Your body won't allow you to take another step forward. No, going in there would be suicide. You'll return to the village and tell them that there was nothing you could do. You're too late. The maiden was claimed by the demons. Oh. Okay, wait. These are a bunch of endings we haven't gotten yet. Okay, maybe we have to do this one. Let's not. Hear her out. Okay, wait. That was correct. We've done that one before. Let's do the Overlord. Day off. Let her stay for a while. Let them go. And then Maiden, I think. You're about halfway back to the village when you feel something is off. Unable to shake your concern, you look back over your shoulder. You stop in your tracks. The castle is engulfed in flames. Is the Overlord alright? You can't return to the village like this. You have to know. You have to be sure everyone is safe. You've already taken off before the hero can even think of stopping you. You scan the fleeing demons, but the Overlord isn't among them. Against your better judgment, you rush into the burning castle to find her. You quickly reach the Overlord's room, but the door is shut tight. The handle is too hot to touch. You're too weak to force it open. You pound your fists against the door helplessly. What were you thinking? This is all because you'd forgotten your role. Only a hero could pull off this kind of thing. You start to cough. The smoke is too thick. You can hardly breathe. You realize you haven't got much time left. You desperately head towards the stairs to save yourself. But this fire spread faster than you expected. You won't make it outside. No! You can't help but laugh. What a joke. A maiden saving the Overlord. If you just stayed true to your role, things wouldn't have ended like this. This is the exact kind of punishment you deserve. Oh, this is so sad. You let the demon fire cleanse your rotten soul. I'm so sad. Lofi! Hi, Fee! Hi, Fee. Hi, Lofi. Hi, Penelites. This is so sad. We're playing a sad game. Okay, what do we pick? How do we change it? How do we change this? Oh, here we go. This is the yandere ending. Let them go. Oh, is it exit the theater? Wait, what? I'm confused. How do we get that ending again? You are the hero. Flee like a coward. Ask if they'll let you in. Oh. She seems very frightened and screams for a hero to save her. You consider your options. Tell her to quit yelling. When the maiden realizes you're not going to hurt her, she regains her composure. Now she started talking to you like you're friends or something. You don't understand humans at all. You speak the same language, of course, which is what always confuse you, because why is there conveniently only one language in the world? If demons and humans have independent societies, wouldn't that make sense for them to each have their own language? The maiden is going on and about some kind of destiny she's trying to fulfill. The bottom line from what you gather is that she wants you to take her to the Overlord. Sounds like it could be interesting, besides you have nothing better to do. Satisfied with your day out, you take the maiden back to the castle and present her to the Overlord. The Overlord asks where you found this maiden, knowing full well that you left the castle when you weren't supposed to. Okay, we've seen this before. Alright, let's kill the Overlord. She's taking a nap like usual. It's almost too easy. You silently approach your master. She looks so peaceful. Time to die? You figure the cleanest way to do it would be to dig your claws through her throat, so you do just that. She wakes but not in time to stop you. You watch as she chokes on her blood, cursing you before finally expiring. That felt terrible. You remind yourself it was either her or you, and you weren't about to let yourself get killed by anybody. You are the new ruler of the castle! Dun dun dun! Okay, wait. Why does she die in this one? Underling is dismissed and the Overlord turns to you, looking very interested. You explain why you've come and she squints at you. It turns out she had never had any plans to capture maidens or do anything to anyone. Okay, we've seen some of this too. Obey her. Obey her! Oh. People are whispering things to each other while you speak to them. You are loudly interrupted by an older man. He rudely calls you a demon sympathizer. The crowd is growing unruly. You don't understand. You've only told them the truth. Do they not believe you? Everyone begins speculating what must have actually happened. They weave elaborate lies and ask you to prove your innocence. How could you have returned without the aid of the hero, they ask? You could not have possibly escaped the Overlord on your own without harm. You must be conspiring with the demons, trying to trick everyone into believing they aren't horrible creatures, so we know them to be, so they say. Have the people of your village always been this blinded by the fear and hatred of things they've never cared to know? You wonder how you missed that before. You are seized by the crowd and voices all side. You're to be burned at the stake! You don't want to die. You wonder, would it have been better to hide the truth? You don't like the thought of that. You have always lived honestly, so why has this happened? Why are you being punished? Oh my god. You hear the dissenting voices of your family and neighbors, but they, like you, are powerless against the momentum. They can only watch as you burn, and you can only cry for them. You are so, so sorry. Oh my god. Okay, wait, what happens if she's not obedient? Refuse to leave. You put your foot down and tell her you're not going anywhere. You still want to fulfill your destiny, even if you have to make it happen on your own. She's a little frustrated at your stubbornness, but she doesn't kick you out or anything. Hooray. Oh, the scene's so cute. Look at the Demon Lord's face. The Overlord shares many stories. Okay, yeah. And then we've already seen this. Okay, we've seen this. So now we have to go to the Overlord's ending. Here, let her stay. Let them go. Forgive them. Okay. And then... Okay. You all burn together. Okay. Isn't this the true ending? Underling's true ending. Okay, I got the Underling's true ending. Flee like a coward. Ask if they'll let you in. Ask the maiden what's going on. Didn't I get... Isn't this a true ending? Shoot. Oh, here we go. So you're back. Are you ready to challenge me once more? Yes. I'll find my true ending. You said that you guys said that there is more HP the more endings you get, right? 18. Okay, we got one. Got two. Is this enough? Is this enough HP? Okay, it is hope, tenacity, ambition, nice, and willpower or justice? I think it's willpower. Nice! This is it. With everyone's heart united, you take aim towards your best possible futures. You all unleash one final attack to defeat tragedy once and for all! You've done it. You've managed to defeat me. A tragic ending for tragedy itself. I love it. I must thank you for fulfilling your roles perfectly. Starring as himself. Thank you, hero. Starring Maiden as herself. Thank you, Maiden. Oh, these are so cute. Thank you, Underling. Thank you, Overlord. Enough of this nonsense. We defeated you, so die already. Don't worry, I'll be making my exit shortly. Finally, thank you most of all. We couldn't have made it here without you. Yes, my bad end theater did contain a truly good ending after all. I apologize for antagonizing you for so long. I wanted to deliver a satisfying story. Was I able to do it, I wonder? No. Well, I did my best. Happy endings shouldn't always come easily. Reality is not so kind. But you've earned this one. Here's your true ending. True ending. Eh? I guess the hero becomes a seamstress. Did I do it? This is Vocaloid. Oh, they're girlfriends! Oh, look at them! Look at them, girlfriends! Is that it? Okay. Oh, we beat the game really fast. We beat the game really fast! I think we got all the endings that we wanted to. I think there's like a couple brutal ones that we oh no. I don't want to reset. That's not the true ending though. Wait, wasn't it? I don't want to reset the true ending though. It said that it would reset it. I'm worried. It's okay, it's okay. We'll chat. Not the true ending? Wait, really? Are you guys lying to me? Are you guys baiting me? Wait, I had to let Beagle out. Give me a second. I let Beagle out and Trago came in. The other ending's really good? Okay. The true ending's even better? Okay. How do I get to the true ending? Let's reset. If you missed out on seeing all the 41 bad endings, you can keep your progress and reset to before you start the true ending. Or you can erase all your progress and replay your game after the first time. True ending. Okay. How do I get the true ending? What the? What's the true ending? Is it not the same ending? Is it a different one? You're sure that's only your underlings roughhousing? It's no big deal. You know, it's probably a hero, but you don't want to upset the maiden by telling her that your army will take care of it. It isn't before long the hero bursts into your room! But he shouldn't have made it here. Why didn't they stop him? The hero just stands there unsure of himself. He is covered in demon blood. As the maiden speaks to him, trying to explain the situation, you move past the hero and out the door. You're not thinking clearly. Seeing your servants' bodies in pieces all strewn about your castle has really taken out on you. You have to get all the bad endings? Or maybe get all the 4 fake true endings? I already got all the 4 fake ones, I think. The hero did this? There's so much blood. Why? Did he come for the maiden? Did he think she needed rescuing? There was no one for the hero to save here. There was never any harm meant for anyone. You were just talking to her. Why has it turned out like this? The hero starts babbling insincere apologies and excuses, realizing his wrongdoings, but you are far beyond hearing for that bullshit. You've had it with these humans and always murdering your servants for no reason. You can no longer hold yourself back and lash out at the hero. When you regain control, there is nothing left of the hero. The maiden has fled in terror. You are alone. Did you read all the letters that you can unlock from the 4 fake true endings? Oh! Wait, what is the letter? There's the true endings. I'm missing a couple routes here. You get a letter after you complete all endings for one character. Oh, so I just have to complete all of them. Destroy the Overlord. Remember you for generations as the greatest hero the villager has ever seen. Okay, wait. So I have to get all the bad endings. Is that what has to happen? But the monster before you is eyeing you with suspicion. They can't help but notice the demon blood from earlier you haven't had the chance to wash off yet. Oops. Oh well, more experience points for you. You make your way through the castle, fending off all the demons that stand in your way. Okay. She explains that she came here on her own and was never in any danger. She hesitantly asks why you're covered in blood. Oh. Stab the Overlord while you can. Okay. We already got this. We already got this ending. Okay. Flee like a coward. Cut through the demon army. Oh, I already. Oh, man. Okay, and then we'll do the maiden. Shout for a hero. Okay, I think this one... That one's pretty much the same. Maidens aren't the best meal, but you figure you should live up to your demon name and strike back against the humans. You start devouring the maiden without so much as a second thought, and you feel quite proud of that. Other humans would surely praise you with curses if they were around to see. Oh man, if only could have been watching. Time to find an audience for your evil deeds. You wander to a nearby village. The people are screaming and running away, throwing rocks at you and whatnot. You think that's pretty rude of them. You haven't even done anything yet. Change your mind and leave. You figure if people are this upset at the sight of you, they won't be truly appreciate the terrible acts you'd commit. Also, they might fight back. That probably wouldn't end well. You're just one little underling after all. Okay, let's chicken out. You don't want to kill her, you can't go through with it. You turn to leave the room, but you find your friends blocking the exit. In a panicked whisper, you ask them to let you out. They seem to have been the way of testing your loyalty. You tell them this is pretty fucked up and ask again to be let out. The Overlord stirs in bed while your head is turned. The demons shut the door. You scramble into the Overlord's closet to hide before she wakes and sees you. There's nothing you could possibly say to explain this and survive. You're trembling. You can't believe those assholes would bully you like this. You feel like crying. Lights flicker at your feet. It doesn't take you long to realize that they've set the room on fire. You hear the Overlord trying to get the door open to no avail. You're both trapped. Too afraid to move, you resign yourself to your fate. You and the Overlord burn together. Cowardly underling ending. Okay, wait, let's see. What do we have right now? We're missing a couple here. We're missing a lot of maiden endings. Underling is missing 3 endings. And we're missing a lot of Overlord endings. Let's try to get the rest of the underling endings. Oh, I've already gotten this one. Okay, what about... Put on a show. Here's a bad ending. You attack the nearest human. He's old and weak and his bones are crunched delightfully. Your audience screams grow louder. Applause! You think, hey, this is actually pretty fun. I should have taken revenge like this a lot sooner. As you continue your bloodthirsty dance, striking the villagers down, you fail to notice a sword-wielding hero running towards you. Oh god! He takes you out in one swift blow. You're just a demon underling after all. As you die, you think that was totally worth it. Oh my god. We're just missing 2 here. No, not that one. Maybe it has to be a different one from somebody else. Okay, we haven't picked this option before. You're awakened by one of your underlings. They brought you a hero who inquires about a missing maiden. You tell him you don't know anything. Humans never really visit this place. He believes you and goes home. To your surprise, you figure he might try to fight you, but you're glad you got to get back to your nap instead. Until you wake up to something completely unexpected. Oh. How do I get the other 2 endings for this one? No, I've already seen all of these. Maybe the maiden one has to be different. No. Can you check the individual nodes? I don't think so. I'm like pressing buttons, it's not working. Let me see, can I use my mouse? Oh, I can use my mouse! Underling behavior hungry. If he's hungry and the hero shows up, slaughters his way. Apologizes. Okay. Okay, and then we'll do hero. Oh. Ask her where the maiden is. She feigns ignorance, a convincing act, but you won't be fooled. If the maiden isn't here, then what happened to her? You can't see, you can only see one answer. The Overlord definitely captured her. In fact, it's possible she's already been devoured. Okay. Your job is not finished. You search the castle. Unfortunately, you find no sign of the maiden within its walls. Just as you suspected, she must have already been devoured. You feel hollow. A great evil has been banished from this world, but what does that matter if you're too weak to save somebody? You stand alone amidst the strange carnage and ponder what it means to be a hero. You return to the Overlord's remains and wrap her head in your cape and bring it back to the village. Surely your great victory will be celebrated. Failed hero ending. But that's not the underling ending, is it? No. Overlord possessive. Overlord possessive. Okay. I show totally murdering your soldiers. What the hell, guy? You rush out to the battlefield to confront this jerkwad. You curse at him and very rudely inquire his reason for doing all this. The hero yells at you, demanding that you return the maiden that you're holding captive. You don't know what he's talking about, but you can't forgive his actions. You ain't able to defeat him. Oh. Maybe you were never suited to be the Overlord in the first place. The truth is, you were never that much more powerful than the demons who served you. It was a title, the control that gave you strength. These are your thoughts as you're swallowed by the darkness. Tyrant. Wait, I want this ending. This one. So it's in the granted the day off. Oh, I see. For Tyrant, there's one ending I need to get. Devours the maiden. Returns to the castle. Dutiful. How am I missing one? This is all correct. No, you're sick of the Overlord holding you and your friends back. You agree that it's time for a change of management. Your friends suggest maybe you should be the new Overlord. You like the sound of that. You announce your first act of rebellion is to take that day off as you wanted. Your friends aren't very impressed. You assure them you'll talk about the assassination thing when you get back, which satisfies them. Oh. Wait. What ending was that? Damn it! I didn't get it. Okay, wait. I have to be hungry. What did we ever do to him? You lunge at him while he's busy driving his sword into the guard and who sometimes brought you food whenever they noticed you were feeling kind of down. You like that guard. You wish with all your demon heart for the hero to suffer for his deeds. You bite into him, tearing flesh from bone. It tastes like iron. The hero struggles. You feel his sword go through you, but there's no pain, only retribution. Oh god. This is gory as heck. More of your comrades pile onto him as your consciousness fades. The hero's overtaken. Your army has won. You have earned your rest. Okay, nice. I think that was the ending we were looking for. Nice. Okay, so now what we have to do is have the underling bring the maiden to the castle and disloyal. Let's overthrow her. Oh wait. And then the hero has to be... Man, this is so much... Disloyal. Hero is diplomatic. Okay, diplomatic and possessive. Okay, and then now and possessive here. Oh, okay. Yandere. Oh, something sharp pierces your back. The hero? No, he's already. It's one of your underlings. The maiden screams. The servant tackles you, tearing you apart with their claws. You struggle to retaliate. Wait. What happened before this? Okay. The maiden come here to be captured by you. Didn't she? You'll grant her her wish. Yandere. You tell the hero you won't let him take her home. The maiden assures you that she'll be back, but you don't budge. The hero is cautious now. If you won't let her go, maybe you demons are evil after all, and if you are, I'll be forced to vanquish you. You have no choice. You destroy the hero before he can steal your maiden away. She's frightened. You don't understand why. Didn't she say she prefers this place to her village? Now she doesn't have to leave. You take a step towards the maiden and she backs off into a corner. You don't understand. Something sharp pierces your back. The hero? No, he's already. It's one of your underlings. The maiden screams. Your servant tackles you, tearing you apart with their claws. You struggle to retaliate. They've done too much damage. You can barely hold now. Your blood is everywhere. You can't believe this has happened to you. Why has this happened to you? Oh wait, the maiden? You don't see anything from the maiden? Oh, you sneak up to the Overlord's room, but there's a couple humans in there. You watch the scenes unfold. You're unsure why, but the Overlord suddenly cuts down the hero. She approaches the maiden you brought to her earlier. With the Overlord distracted, you figure this is as good a chance as any. You launch a sneak attack, getting her right in the back. She flinches, giving you enough advantage to take her down. You rip the Overlord apart until she stops moving. That was messier than you would have liked. The maiden mutters something from the corner. Thank you for saving me. It wasn't your intention, but it sounds like you did something heroic. You tell the maiden to go home. This place is dangerous. She follows your advice and leaves the castle. Your castle. You are the new Overlord. Oh, check the boxes. Oh. Lost letter number 3. My love, I've been feeling a little depressed lately. Many patrons have come to my theater, but none so far have stayed to experience every tale in its entirety. The critics haven't exactly been kind, but I understand. My stories aren't exactly crowd pleasers. Despite that, you always listen to the very end. I'm grateful for that. Hope to see you again. Forever yours, Tragedy. Okay, we don't have to get all of the bad endings, it doesn't seem like. Oh, no, we do. Okay. Okay, this one is heroic. Dutiful. Slaughters away. Overlord is upset. Hero apologizes. Okay. Dutiful. Oh, we have to slaughter them. Ask the maiden what's going on. This is all just a big misunderstanding. You hope she'll let this whole thing slide if you could just explain yourself. You really tried, but the Overlord is inconsolable. Okay. That one is the one that we wanted? Yes. Okay, so now we want... Hero finds the maiden, tries to slay the Overlord, and then something with the maiden. His clothes are stained by dark liquid. It's dripping from his weapon, too. You realize it must have been demon blood. Something horrible has happened. Confused, the hero asks you what's going on. You explain the situation, reassuring him that you are never in any danger. The Overlord has walked past the hero and out to the hall. She is wailing. You can only guess what kind of horrible scene he's left for her. The Overlord tears the hero apart in retaliation. You watch silently, unable to scream. The Overlord, who you had just been getting along with so well, has killed another human right in front of you. It's clear now that you've been deceived by her sweet words. Demons are ruthless monsters after all. What about the hero? The Overlord approaches you now. You back yourself into a corner. Her expression is complicated. Being captured by the Overlord in a horrible way like this was your destiny after all. But the Overlord stops, or rather, someone has stopped her. Whatever held back your scream before doesn't stop you this time. The Overlord is being ripped to shreds by one of her demon underlings. You think you recognize them, but it's hard to tell with all the blood. Everyone stopped moving. The room is silent, save for the underlings' heavy breathing. You thank them for what they've done, even though it was awful. You feel you've been rescued from a terrible fate. They look at you confused for a moment, but then they puff out their chest. You should probably go home. This place is dangerous. You follow their advice and make your way out of the castle. You decide never to leave home again for the rest of your life. Okay. That was one of the endings we missed. But we're looking for this one. Hero tries to slay the Overlord, and then something happens with the maiden. Maybe this? Wait, we already got that one. We already got that one. Which one is that one? This one? Oh yeah, it's this ending. But how do I get to this one? Do you want a hint? Wait, I think I know. Oh, here we go! You selflessly throw yourself in front of the hero's blade, acting as a shield. It's funny you think you could have never imagined this would be the way that you die. The rules are all switched around, but it feels so right somehow. You are glad your destiny turned out to be saving someone rather than being saved yourself. As your vision fades, you hope that everything turns out alright for your new friend. No! Oh my god, that was the worst ending! Wow, that was so sad. The Overlord is slain. The hero smiles and holds out his hand to you, saying it's time to go home. His glove is drenched in blood. Hesitantly, you take his hand. The hero guides you through the castle past the corpses of his enemies. You try to keep your eyes at your feet. There's blood everywhere. You shut your eyes, but even then you can't escape the smell. All of this was because of you, wasn't it? You exit the castle and the hero leads you back to the village. Everyone celebrates the hero's great triumph over the demons. You feel sick, but you take part in the festivities regardless. Okay, we got quite a number of maiden endings here. We're missing one. We're missing two here. One branch completely. Diplomatic, possessive. Okay, no, we're still doing the dutiful one. What about the heroes one? Did we get it? Martyr. Oh no, we have to do the martyr one again. Okay. Oh wait, what? Oh, I have to try to kill her. I forgot. But your blade pierces the maiden instead! She has sacrificed herself to protect this demon. It takes you a moment to recover from the shock. The Overlord wails. Why did you do that? You're not sure if the question is directed at you. The Overlord strikes at you in vengeful rage. You parry as she is slain. Your sword feels heavy. You look at your hands, your clothes. Blood. So much blood. You look to the fallen maiden, wondering what to tell the townspeople. Why would she protect the Overlord? She must have been brainwashed by demonic magic. You pick up the Overlord's head, wrapping it in your cape, and begin your journey back to town. You will see that you were too late, that nothing could be done for the girl, but the Overlord is slain. There will be celebration. Oh my god. That was a really intense ending. Okay, we're missing obedient, dutiful, antisocial. Or maybe we should do antisocial, obedient. Antisocial, obedient. Dutiful? Oh. You spot a maiden heading back towards the village. She couldn't have come from the Overlord's castle, could she? This may be the exact maiden you're currently seeking to rescue. You approach her with curiosity, and she runs from you for some reason. You wonder what that's all about, but then you remember you're covered in demon blood. Not wanting to look like you're a crazy person chasing her after her or anything, you nonchalantly walk back to town. As you walk past the town square, you notice the whole village is crowded around. Is that the maiden you saw earlier? She's bound to a wooden stake. The crowd is in a frenzy. Smoke begins to rise and you stand idly as flames consume the maiden. She must have done something horrible to deserve that. You decide to call it a day and return to your house, but you can't escape the sinking feeling. Maybe you aren't cut out for this role. Oh my god, that's scary. Spectator hero. Okay, we're missing one that's diplomatic and then possessive. Diplomatic, possessive. Okay. Diplomatic, possessive. Oh, here we go. But the Overlord objects to this. The maiden tries to tell her that she'll come right back, but the Overlord refuses to hear it. The maiden seems nervous. As a hero, it's your job to mediate situations like this. You tell the Overlord that if she doesn't let the two of you go, you'll have to assume she's evil. You'll be forced to vanquish her. You leave me no choice. The Overlord pauses before suddenly jumping to you. You are helpless as she disembowels you with her claws. How horrible. You came all this way only to be met with this cruel fate. You should have destroyed these evil creatures while you had the chance. Your dying wish is for the maiden to somehow make it out of this alive. Naive hero end. Okay. We're missing one last ending. Obedient. But it looks like the hero has to do something here. Antisocial. Hero flees from the demons. Oh, here we go. You ask the maiden what she's doing. Doesn't she know the Overlord's castle is like right there? It's dangerous. The maiden explains that she spoke with the Overlord and it turns out the demons never had any diabolical plans to harm the village or anyone in it. Oh, believe her story. You have no reason to assume she's lying to you. Even though her story is kind of hard to believe, you feel you should trust her. You tell her you're pretty surprised that everyone has been wrong about demons all along. The townspeople must be informed of this immediately. The two of you return to the village. They have all been so worried they praise you for your bravery, but the maiden quickly sets the record straight. There was nothing she needed to be rescued from in the first place. The villagers look to you for explanation. You politely inform them this isn't your story to tell. You merely ran into her on the way to the castle. She explains that the Overlord isn't interested in capturing maidens or anything of the sort. The villagers turn to you again in disbelief. They aren't being subtle about how little they trust this maiden's story. You totally believe her, but to placate these fair citizens, you volunteer to speak to the demons personally, just in case. The crowds break into hushed whispers. You're too busy to think what a great and reliable hero you are to hear what they're saying. The town elder's voice breaks you out of your thoughts. He implores you to meet with the Overlord immediately and says they'll all keep an eye on the maiden until you return. You figure that sounds alright, but the mood is kind of intense for some reason. Did you miss something? You're not sure what's going on, but you get the feeling you might be bad to leave the maiden to her own. But suddenly she takes off running. Oh, you thought the two of you were in this together. Her actions have convinced the crowd that she's obviously been a liar and a witch from the start. People are shouting at you to hunt her down, to hunt her and her demon friends down already, but that doesn't sound like a very heroic task. You can't help but these people are wrong. It's up to you to catch up to her and talk to the demons in order to clear up this misunderstanding. You valiantly dash after the maiden towards the Overlord's castle. But you were too late. Through the unguarded gates you spot a group of demons surrounding a body. The maiden, she was a fool to have trusted the demons after all. Your hero blood is boiling. You'll avenge her death. You charge through the gates to eliminate every demon you see. What the fuck are you doing killing all my soldiers? The Overlord is angry. You vow to exterminate her and all of demonkind. You clash again and again, but the Overlord isn't going down easily. You're both dangerously low on health when everything goes black. Unlucky hero. Oh, lost letter 1. Okay, wait, what is this? Hungry, tyrant, hungry, disloyal. Tyrant, hungry, disloyal. Tyrant. Oh, it's tearing your throat out. As you try to struggle, you can't tell you're already mortally wounded. What have you done to deserve this kind of ending? You curse at them, choking on your own blood. You die wondering if you could have done anything to prevent this. Okay, easy. That one was an easy one. We've already seen that one. We're just missing one more up here. Martyr. Heroic diplomatic martyr. Diplomatic martyr. You're awakened by one of your underlings. A hero wishes to speak to you. Humans don't visit often or ever really. Heroes traditionally kill demons. This guy seemed like he was bad at his job in your opinion. Whatever, you're still feeling sleepy, so you go right back to your nap. Oh. You remember now, you've gone and gave this one a day off, and this is how he repays you. You die wondering if you could have done anything to prevent this. Wait, what did I do wrong there? Diplomatic martyr. Oh wait, what? Oh, because he's hungry, so he ate the maiden. I see. Oh, here we go. He makes his move and the maiden makes hers. She uses her own body to shield you from the hero's blade. Why? Why has this happened? The maiden falls to the floor lifeless. As the pool of blood beneath her grows, so does your rage. This hero has taken something precious from this world. You lose control. And the hero is obliterated. But your hatred for the humans has not been sated. You go on to destroy them all and become the ruler of the entire world. Oh my god! Okay. Missing one. Heroic. Diplomatic, heroic, not martyr. Diplomatic, heroic. Okay, here we go. How could you have let your guard down like that? How unfair. After all you've done to avoid this outcome, you can't outrun your destiny. The hero always slays the overlord. You should have never trusted a human. You watch as the hero escorts the maiden out of your castle. Captured by a demon. At least she got what she came here for. You join your army in eternal slumber. Okay, we got the letters. Lost letter 4. Okay, now what do I do with the letters? My love, it just isn't fair at all, is it? For them to force us apart like this is unreasonable, cruel. I had to find an outlet for this grief somehow, so I decided to write, and I'll keep writing until the day you find me once more, and then maybe we could write a story together. I'm waiting for that day. Oh wait, we're missing the maidens one. Man. Okay, wait. Diplomatic. Antisocial, diplomatic, possessive. Oh, here you go. But the Overlord objects to the hero's suggestion. You tell her you plan on returning soon, but she isn't having it. You feel nervous. The hero puts a brave face for you. If you won't let her go, maybe you demons are evil after all. If you are, I'll be forced to vanquish you. You leave me no choice. You want to cry out, but the scream catches in your throat. You watch because you can't look away. Had she really been lying to you all along, you wonder? Is this your punishment for questioning the divine plan? The Overlord approaches you now. You back yourself into a corner. Her expression is complicated. Wait, I thought we saw this already. I thought we already saw this. Oh, you're afraid to find out what that means, but there's no one left to save you. You belong to the Overlord now. Yes! Yandere ending. Best one. Captured maiden. Okay. We're just missing 2 here now. Disloyal, trusting, obedient, antisocial. Trusting, obedient, antisocial. Oh. Oh no. Oh no, it's this one. Oh no. A little miffed that they seem to prefer his word over yours, but you don't say anything about it. The hero proclaims that he believes your story, but volunteers to go talk to the demons himself, just to make absolutely sure. The crowd breaks into hushed whispers, and you hear words like trickery and demon sympathizer being thrown around, which makes you frown. You're pretty shocked that everyone's this hesitant to believe you. Does the hero even trust you? You aren't sure anymore. An old man implores the hero to go speak with the Overlord immediately. He says you should be held prisoner and considered dangerous until the hero returns. Much to your disbelief, the crowd agrees with him. Because, of course, if you were conspiring with the demons, they can't afford to let their guard down. The whole village would be slaughtered by monsters. The hero isn't saying anything. You'll be tied up and tossed into a cell at this rate. If you're going to be held captive by anyone, it's gonna be the Overlord, not your fellow countrymen. Grab the hero and run. You boldly announce that you'll accompany the hero to prove yourself. You'd rather risk what's out there instead of staying in a village that doesn't trust you. No one seems to know how to react. You grab the hero by the wrist and take off before anyone stops you. As you approach the castle, you notice something's gone terribly wrong. It appears to be on fire. Oh no. Is the Overlord alright? You have to be sure everyone's safe. You've already taken off before the hero can even think of stopping you. Oh, we've seen this. Okay. Wait, did that unlock a new ending? No. Obedient, trusting, disloyal. Oh, we haven't done this one. You can prove yourself without anyone's help. You make a run for the Overlord's castle, leaving the hero behind. A suspicious group of demons stand just outside the entrance. They're talking about assassinating the Overlord. They immediately notice you overheard them. The underling recognizes you from before. It's the first thing you do. Is the first to do something about it. This is just the way it has to be. They suddenly attack you in that moment. You regret having ever trusted the demons. You die instantly. Oh, that's new. Was there an option there? What? I don't get it. Huh? Oh, you have to play as the underling to unlock the option. The first option has to be different. What? I thought he has to be disloyal. Oh, oops. Oh, here we go. Castle's engulfed in flames. What in God's name could have happened? You scan the fleeing demons, but the Overlord isn't among them. Against your better judgment, you rush into the castle. Okay, we've seen this one before. Shoot. It's something to do with this guy. It's this one. Trusting, obedient, trusting. Disloyal. Obedient, trusting. Oh, here you go. It'd be bad for you if the Overlord found out about this. Toss her into the dungeon! You and your friend seize the maid and bring her into the dungeon under the castle. It's empty, save for the decorative skulls. They're only there to make you feel more spooky. The maid is very upset. You leave her in the cell to continue scheming with your friends. But now a hero has arrived at the front gates. He's asking about a maiden, perhaps the very one you just locked up. The gatekeeper, who must have seen everything, tells the hero exactly what happened. What an idiot, you think. Why give the hero an excuse to start slaughtering us? The hero yells, "Prepare to face justice," and other such cliche hero lines before driving his sword into the gatekeeper's torso. You're small compared to a lot of your friends, so you're able to slip away without getting cut up by that sword. You get to thinking, if this hero took down the Overlord for you, everything might actually work in your favor. You wait for things to die down outside before poking your head out. You spot the Overlord and hero locked in battle. They've worn each other down, making this very easy for you. Once an opening presents itself, you hit the back of the hero's head, knocking him out. What are you doing? Couldn't you tell this was a duel? You don't respond. You have to carry out the assassination. You tackle her, rip her to shreds with your claws until she stops moving. You finish off the hero next. You can't let him revive and come after you later. Kind of a cheap victory, but it doesn't make any difference. Anyone who managed to survive comes crawling out of their hiding places. You are the new ruler of this castle. Your subjects bow before you. You live in fear that they will one day betray you as you had betrayed your Overlord. Okay. Nice. Okay. Immediately, okay, and then you're gonna get touched in the dungeon. They're on the cell and only to be tossed in this awful place. This is horrible! Who's gonna keep those demons from harming the Overlord? You hope she can fend for herself, you sure can't. You hear the sounds of a battle echoing through the halls outside. Did the hero follow you? If he's out there, your cries didn't reach him. After a while, the violence seems to die down. It's impossible to tell what's happened. You continue to wait, but no one comes for you. Unable to escape, you rot in that cell. Oh no. Imprisoned maiden end. Oh, lost letter number 2. Okay, here we go. We have the letters. Number 2. My love, I finally fulfilled a childhood dream of mine. Yes, that's right. I opened up my very own theater. You would be so proud if you could only see it. I know how much it would have meant to you, but to be at my side on opening night. I'm sorry for going ahead without you, but I thought if my theater could become world famous, then maybe you just might hear of it wherever you are. My love, do you remember when we first met? I had just finished one of my scripts, one I was quite proud of, in fact. Oh god, that's really loud. As I read it out loud, you happened to pass by. What a terrible ending, you said. Why should these poor fools have to die? You were so rude, you wouldn't accept any of my justifications, and yet you managed to convince me. It really would be better if everyone could live in harmony, however unrealistic that felt. I look back fondly on that day. Even now, I wonder if somewhere you're thinking of it too. Congratulations, you've explored every path I had to offer. Thanks for playing. Wait, now how do I do that? Okay. Like, witnessed there many terrible turns, naive, searching for a good ending. Of course, this makes no sense to any of them. Only the maiden understands your compassion. Okay, we fight him. I commend your thoroughness. Surely these characters have a special place in your heart. They're still suffering backstage. Okay, wait. Okay. Okay. Willpower. Hope. Tenacity. Ambition. Okay. Now do we get the bad ending? No, wait, where is it? Did I do it wrong? Chat, where's the bad ending? Or the good ending? The true ending? Did I pick the wrong one? Are you not satisfied? Don't tell me I did all of that to not get anything. I mean, it was cool to see all the endings though. I will not lie. That was nice. But still! It's after this part? Okay. Oh, here are the letters. Oh! Oh, this part is new! Your true end. Who is it? Something's missing. You're still here? The curtain has closed for the final time. I'm shutting down my theater. There are no more tragedies left for me to tell after all. Ask tragedy its story. Me, you'd like to know why I started this theater. Because I'm obsessed with bad endings, of course. The maiden? I'm not her, but it's not like she isn't me necessarily. That's how it is with fiction. Would you like to hear not another ending, but the truth? Tell me! Alright, one last story! You may already know this, but it doesn't have a happy ending. In this world, there are no such thing as demons or even heroes, really. There was a girl eager to set out to fulfill some sort of destiny. That part was true. She met someone, another girl. A running theme, isn't it? The maiden and the overlord. The two were inseparable, and for a time, everything was just wonderful. But their families, the communities they came from, neither could approve of their relationship. That was the reality for many. This pair was no different. Despite their best efforts, the world was intent on pulling them apart. She, no we. We used to like the type of stories where love conquers all, where the strength of your love will pull you through any hardship and everything is okay in the end. I lost her, and then I started this theater. But this story does have a happy ending. Huh? No! I'm the Overlord. I was hoping to find you. It's you! It's been so long. I thought I'd never see you again. You always think of the worst endings. I wasn't about to give up just because things got difficult. Why didn't you reveal yourself sooner? I feel like such a fool. I could say the same to you. You knew I could never resist giving your stories a happy ending. So of course I would be drawn to a place like this. Yes, but I didn't think it would actually work. Sometimes everything does turn out okay in the end. Thank you for reminding me of that. Oh, this is so wholesome. I'm gonna cry. I love you. I love you too. Now truly everyone can live happily ever after. that ending was so good. That was so worth it. Oh my god. That was so good. Holy shit. My mind is blown. Okay, let's go to the talking screen to talk about this a little bit here. Oh my god. What did you guys think? Was that your first time? It seems like some of you guys have played this game before or have seen it being played before. Did you guys like it? If it was your first time, did you guys like it? Wow, that ending. I was like really close to crying. Oh man. Oh man. I'm like, oh, I'm like shaken right now. My brain is just like, this is legitimately the first time I saw anything of this game. It was so good. I'm like actually like reeling from how good that was. Wow. And just like the whole themes like kind of coming together at the end. This creator makes a bunch of really cute games like this. They make fun visual novels and cute work. The art was so cute. How much of the happiness at the end was made possible by the tragedy that preceded it? Such is always the case, is it not? Best ending. I know, that was so good. It was super cute. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm like, this is so underrated. This game is so underrated. How come nobody's talking about this game? How come no one's talking about this game? It's so good. Oh my goodness. That was probably one of the most underrated games that I've played. My first thought that was that the characters were too cute for the storylines. Yeah, but it all makes sense at the end. 2-hour-ish game, but it's really good. Oh my god. That was so good. I really enjoyed that. A lot of games like this go under everyone's radar. Oh man. I feel like I haven't like felt this like moved by a game storyline in a while. Pocket Mirror, it's an RPG Maker horror game. No more RPG Maker horror games. No more. I played Ib recently to the end, and that was really tough because I'm really bad at horror games. Like really bad at horror games. I think there are a lot of really good underrated RPG Maker games. Have you thought of trying Valhalla? I've played Valhalla actually before. I've played it, and to be honest, like I enjoyed some of like the quirky aspects of it, but I wasn't moved like I was moved in this game. This game was like kind of mind-blowing for me. Like I'm like speechless. Like I need time to process it. Like that's how good it was. That's how good this game was for me. Valhalla, not so much, to be honest. I felt like after I played Valhalla, I was a little disappointed. I felt like it was really overrated. The music was really good though. The feeling I have right now was only really felt maybe twice before. What other games? Real Life and Oregairu made me feel this, but for Oregairu it was for a different reason. I'm not familiar with either of those, but man, I have not felt this way in a really long time too. I genuinely feel like moved. I know I keep saying that, but I do. I really feel like I'm coming out a different person, you know what I mean? You should check out Oregairu. Okay, let me I'll Google it. Is it a game or is it a show? Oh, it's a show. Real Life. Oh, these are all shows. Alright, I'll check these out. Thank you guys for the recommendations. Suggest Chrono Trigger. I haven't played Chrono Trigger, but Chrono Trigger is didn't they have a remake recently? finish Omori and you'll get a similar feeling. I know, but right now where I'm in Omori, it's definitely not that, not in that state. I think for me, I genuinely do believe that you can enjoy your higher highs if you've experienced lower lows. I'm not saying that's the only way to enjoy life, but I do think that having bad experiences do make good experiences better. Again, I don't think that's the only way to enjoy life or that's the only way to be happy. I don't think that's true. I think happiness is extremely relative. I think everyone experiences happiness differently. I think something that really moved me about this game especially was I'm really like a pessimistic person. I'm definitely like a jar half empty kind of person. Also, I realized my BGM is not on. Why isn't it on? Here we go. I'm a jar half empty person. And I think kind of seeing the maiden girl tragedy have that jar empty perspective, and then having somebody like who is a jar half full there to like undo your bad endings, like that idea, that concept is just really amazing to me. I think that was really touching for me. Does that mean bad experiences by value of their consequence of highlighting the good are in fact good experiences? I believe as an experience, yes, it's a good experience to have had. It doesn't necessarily mean that everyone should have the bad experiences though, right? For example, if you're like in a really traumatic incident, if you have childhood trauma, that experience might help you have better experiences in the future, right? So it was an experience, a good experience to have had in your life, because now you can experience good things in a better way because it has affected your life positively. But does that make that a good experience objectively? No, not at all. You cannot separate that so easily, right? An objective experience and the way that you think about experiences too, you can't really loop them all together in that sense, if that makes sense. The pain is the dark before the sunrise. That doesn't mean it's not dark. Yeah, it's true. When did Leora become a philosophy professor? I mean, I do like thinking about these sort of things. This Talk Sally reminds me of the Takopi manga. Oh my god, the Takopi manga is so good. That manga also was one of those things like where I just kind of stopped, and after I read it, I like just stopped and I was just thinking. It just made me think about life. Philosophy stream? I don't know enough. I don't know enough to actually do a stream on philosophy. I can give you my own life philosophy, sure, but I'm not well read enough to really go deep diving into philosophy. To be honest, what you describe it makes me think you'd really like the story of Final Fantasy XIV. I know you said you didn't enjoy the gameplay, but I recommend watching a story playthrough. I played up until I did the quest with dragons. There was like dragons and stuff. And they were like, there was like a girl on a bridge, and there was this creepy old man who like pushed a girl off the bridge, and then the dragon saved the girl, and then you were like, yeah, see, dragons aren't bad. And then it was between patches and it got super boring around there. That was where I stopped. I don't remember exactly what patch that was. That's Heaven's Word post story. Yeah, that was like the last story I saw from Final Fantasy XIV. That's kind of far. And I didn't skip like any cutscenes. Which is probably why I got burned out too. You've seen a lot of VTubers playing Final Fantasy 14 Cry on stream though. You're somewhat interested. Really? I heard the story gets good, but I'm just like, when does it get good? I keep playing, when does it get good? When does it get to the good part? Shadowbringers and Endwalker storylines are extremely emotional. That's what I've heard. There's 3-ish types of happiness. I feel that there's where what I get is pure amazement, the kind of sad, wholesome happiness, and then there's enjoyment. Try to get Leora to cry, trying to suss. Well, I'm probably definitely gonna cry because we're gonna play AI Somnium Files 2 on stream, and I'm pretty sure I will cry playing that. If you didn't like it by then, I don't think you'll really ever like it. Oh, really? That is unfortunate, but that was kind of the feeling that I was getting too. You can always play To the Moon. I have played To the Moon. I've already played To the Moon. So I don't think playing it again would be interesting. Yeah, AI Somnium Files, the first game wrecked me. I cried so hard. A lot of underrated games shows have a slow start, it's true. Did you cry? Of course I did. First playthrough to the Moon, how do you not cry? Wasn't there a To the Moon sequel or spiritual sequel? Yeah, I've played all the To the Moon games. I've played all of them, but the other ones haven't. I don't think the other ones made me cry. I think it was only To the Moon that made me cry. That game was so good, yeah. I really enjoyed that game. Was another game where like I finished it and I was like, wow. I felt like different coming out of that game. You know, I never played through more of Undertale. Maybe I should play Undertale on stream. I've only played up until the fish lady, and I kept getting owned by her, and then so I just watched a playthrough for the rest. I watched the playthrough. I watched the pacifist playthrough, and then I haven't watched any of the other endings. Undertale's fun. It's so hard. I'm so bad at that kind of game. It's basically like Toho, which I'm like really bad at, sort of like bullet hell type games. I'm not very good at those. I think I recall you saying your roommate heard you crying in a certain part of One Piece too. Yeah, it wasn't my roommate. It was my friend was sleeping over my house. It was back when I was living with my parents, and yeah, I cried a lot in that. I think One Piece, that scene in One Piece and AI Somnium Files are the two fictional things that I've cried probably the most in. Anohana I cried pretty hard into, actually. The end of Anohana fucked me up pretty bad. I didn't think we'd play through the whole game in that time, but if you didn't watch my playthrough, I would suggest playing it yourself, actually. It was kind of like fun going through all the endings, and meeting all the characters and stuff. I watched Anohana expecting just a slice of life anime. Me too. Me too. The last episode of Anohana messed me up. Gris is another extremely good emotional game. I think I have heard of that one, Gris. Isn't that a rhythm game? Am I crazy? Or you can watch this again and give Lyra another view. Yeah, that is an option too. Can you believe it's almost October, you guys? I'm like preparing some October stuff. It's pronounced gris. It's French for gray. I see. Gris. It's a puzzle game. I see. Yeah, this year was pretty crazy. Can you believe it? And November is gonna be our 6-month anniversary. Can you believe it's almost been half a year together? Half a year. Flew by just like that, didn't it? Has it been that long? Right. Feels like a year already. Maybe I'm streaming too much. Time flies. It does. And there's so much cool stuff. Man. I really wish I could release a cover. Man, I wish I could release a cover. That'd be nice. I actually don't even know if I'm going to be able to release the one this week because I was supposed to get an update on Friday. And then they were like, we'll give you an update on Monday. And then now in Korea, it's Tuesday. And still no update. So will it be done by Friday? Who knows? I guess we'll find out. And we were supposed to have another cover also uploaded this week or last week. But that's not going to be done until next week, I think. I'm sitting on 4 covers, you guys. And that's not including the one that I'm having issues with the art with. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go eat a snack. I'm kind of hungry. Too much talking today. Are we getting 3 covers next week then? No, I think we're gonna get... Hopefully we'll get 1 this week. 1 next week. And then 1 in 2 weeks. After that. And then 1 in the week after that. Hopefully. If all goes well, we'll have back-to-back cover releases, but we'll see. I don't know. I don't really like releasing so many covers in a short period of time, but at the same time, like, I'm at a point where I'm like, I just want to release stuff already. You know what I mean? Like, there's one song I literally recorded week of debut. Can you believe that? There's one song I recorded the week of debut, so I sound like a different person. Some of these I'm like, who is this? But that's how it goes, I guess. That is how it goes. But yeah, I'll see you guys. Do I need to go Karen on someone? I've been the one being a Karen. I feel like I can't help it. I can't help it. Everyone's making me go sicko mode on them. I'm losing it. We're gonna be playing Monster Hunter Rise on Wednesday. We're gonna try to get to Sunbreak. For real this time. For real. And then, yeah, tomorrow there's no stream, but you never know. Maybe we will stream. Who knows? You never know. Alrighty, have a good rest of your day or a good night, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with me again. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. That was such a good game. I'm gonna be thinking about that one for a little bit. Yeah. Alrighty. I'll see you guys later. Ryotsu. Bye-bye.